Coming up on this episode.
So honey, we've had a kind of a little bit of a rough day.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you drive over your 7-pin. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be one piece.
Here is a tree here that I'm nervous to go underneath. I am nervous about this. Okay, just go. Go, 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 go. Done. Done. I did it. I did it. I'm done. He looks like he might be stuck up on there. Uh-oh.
Straight this way.
You got it. Nice.
This way? I have to move over this way.
When backing the truck up onto the barge, it's really best to have a spotter. There may be times when it's not always possible, but it is definitely my preference.
I'll just pull up a bit. And then come back a tiny bit.
There are a lot of moving pieces when utilizing the barge: ropes, ramps, blocks, etc. It's a lot for one person to manage, really. So calm days are best because it limits the danger, the number of ropes needed, and so forth.
Might be listing because we're on the ground here too, though.
The one thing we were always concerned about is balancing the load on the deck. We want the deck perfectly flat to minimize the potential of rolling over in choppy water.
That's better for sure. Is the brake on? I think we always need blocks behind it so that it doesn't move.
Okay, if you pass me that stuff, I'll take this over to the barge and I can meet you on the barge. Otherwise, you'll get a bit wet, right?
I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
This is the fun part, honey. Whoa! This is super. It's like quicksand.
You're thinking a dock would make things so much easier, and I'd have to agree with you.
We should probably park it beside the barge.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it sure would be nice to have a dock. But there are just too many other things of greater priority that need to be done first. So for the time being, the barge will have to serve as our dock until we have time to either source one or build one ourselves.
Hope that works.
Believe it or not, the barge is actually quite fuel efficient.
Here we go.
For the amount we use the barge, we can go at least a month without the need for refueling.
Coming off.
Woohoo! So honey, we've had a kind of a hard time, haven't we, lately? a little bit of a rough day.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any of it on camera, but we'll be telling you about it.
We will.
Where are we going right now?
We're going to get a toolkit because we didn't have a toolkit yesterday. And what happened was our 7-pin trailer connection dislocated and we ended up driving over it and it disintegrated. So
Like really, totally blew.
I'll show you a picture of it. You won't believe it. So then we're like, uh-oh, we can't pull the big trailer without any lights and without any brakes. And like, what do we do? So I had to take the trailer wire and try to connect it to a 7-pin, but the trailer connection it didn't have a plug anymore because we drove over it. All it had was these wires sticking out. So I had to take the 7-pin apart and then manually sort of tape each bit of wire to a piece of metal on the end of the pins. It was kind of a nightmare. We had no tools or anything, so Melody was
sourcing tools.
Sourcing tools and tape. She was literally canvassing strangers. Do you have electric tape we can borrow? He did such a good job.
But we were so blessed because literally a man in the store had electrical tape. And this is a store where there's only like a few people in the whole entire town.
Yeah, yeah.
And this man had electrical tape and he was so sweet.
And he even came by to see if he could lend a hand.
Right.
Yeah, after he was finished in the store. And then after doing all that, diagnosing without a meter, without any voltage tester, without a circuit tester, it was a trial and error diagnosis situation.
Yeah.
I thought, none of these wiring configurations are working. And then it dawned on me, if we drove over the pin, we probably shorted out the trailer thing and blew a fuse.
Right.
So I searched in the fuse panel and found that we blew a 30-amp fuse.
Okay, but then just the whole picture from a bird's eye view of this situation was...
It was a nightmare because it took me half an hour trying to get this fuse out because the fuse holder wouldn't work. The fuse puller, the little one that comes with the truck, wouldn't work. And then we're trying to do it, and then it dropped.
Yeah, in the truck, and it
disappeared into the abyss of the engine compartment.
Yeah.
I finally got one of the 30-amp fuses out because I was going to swap them just to see, and that fell.
No, that went whee into the hood of the truck.
So what I did is I used the 30-amp fuse from the wipers because I knew that worked, and I put it into the trailer brake spot. And then I took the one that I thought was broken from the trailer brake and put that into the wiper spot, and lo and behold, the wipers wouldn't work. So that's the only way we could test to see if the fuse didn't work.
But then, honey, after that fuse went flying, we had to rig up something that would work.
Yeah,
so I got a stick.
Yeah.
Oh, one moment, please.
We have something really important to do right now.
I'm so sorry. Oh, hi. We'd like to place an order. One moment, please.
Melody gets this stick. We put a wad of tape on the end of it. We kind of thread it down into the engine compartment, and we're able to stick onto the fuse and pull it out. Whew. So we were able to do that. But we couldn't get the other fuse out because we lost the fuse puller. And we're sitting there wondering what we're going to do. And then an angel came by in a truck and said, "You guys need some help?" And we said, "Yeah, we're trying to get this fuse out." He didn't have any tools. He was a good Samaritan with no tools. But then we took a look at it, and he says, "I might have something." And he comes back with this can opener, this bottle opener thing, and it had this little hook on it. So I just went down with this little hook and went, and popped the fuse, and we were out in like 2 seconds. So it was perfect. So then we had a little visit with this guy.
So nice, and he was so sweet.
Yeah.
And he's coming over to our channel. So if you're watching this, Lauren, thank you so much.
Thank you to Lauren H. Lauren H. Where am I looking? Oh, okay. During the process of popping the pins out of a little receptacle-y thing that plugs in from the wiring harness to the back of the 7-pin, I broke one of the little wire metal ends. So we're off to a wrecker to see if we can grab one. Because Chrysler wanted $188 for one little piece of metal. This kid. Just a little clip that you can get at Radio Shack for 25 cents.
but they're proprietary. So unbelievable. So anyways, we're off to a wrecker and then on with our day. Right
Well,
now?
okay, but the terrifying thing that I need to talk with you about is
the driving without brakes and stuff?
the driving, no brakes, like just the whole thing. That was kind of terrifying. And honestly,
But we had
were
lights.
okay.
We had lights.
We did. Ryan actually is amazing because he was able to get the lights going, the blinkers, the hazards, like all that worked. A couple times it didn't and he had to redo it again. So he would test it and then he'd wrap them up and then somehow they wouldn't have quite connected enough.
Oh, it was so sketchy.
And it was so discouraging because he was doing such a good job and it just took forever. Like we were just like, wow.
Yeah, if I would have had tools, it would have taken 20 minutes.
But the thing of it is I also had to go to the grocery store and then we had to get scissors from somebody and then like the whole deal was just, it was just so us. How else can I say it? It was just, this is what we do.
Yeah, we had no wire strippers.
We had no nothing.
So we went and borrowed a pair of scissors, used those for wire
And a
strippers.
fingernail clipper from my purse that we got to, I mean.
And then some guy went to his stock room and came out with some packing tape and some duct tape.
Yeah.
That was really nice, but it wouldn't work because the ends of the 7-pin, they're greased to protect them from moisture. So the whole assembly was all full of grease, so nothing would stick. No tape would stick. Not even the electrical tape would stick.
So like again, the bird's eye view is Ryan sitting on the ground with lovely blue reading glasses on from me. Looking around, his hair all askew. That worked and we made it to our hotel.
Well, what we had
late.
to do though, because it was late at night and it was sketchy and the roads were twisty windy and stuff, so we actually unloaded the trailer an hour away from here.
Yes, we did.
Just to be safe, you know?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do another minute without, I mean, we had truck brakes, really good truck brakes, but you know, it's still
The problem is you're articulated with a trailer, right? So if you slam the brakes of the truck on when you're going around a corner, guess what? This trailer jackknifes like this.
Well, and also there's moose and deer walking around.
Yeah.
Feeling like they just have to kind of be part of things, so they'll just pop out of nowhere. And that's kind of my vision, was I could just see that happening to us.
Yeah. Yeah, we almost nailed a deer last time. And then there was one time when we almost got hit by another truck. So yeah, I mean, it would have been reckless to push our luck. So
I was refusing to be honest. And
no, I agree.
Yeah, and he agreed finally. So we pulled into a parking lot in another town.
Yeah.
It's sitting there right now. So
the plan today is to go get some tools so I can wire the trailer up properly with an actual plug.
Yeah.
To go into the receiver, the 7-pin receiver. But then I also have to wire the 7-pin receiver from the frame to the back of the 7-pin receiver. So probably going to take about an hour. But we're going to go get some parts and we're going to be able to do that.
Hi everyone. The fun thing is that we've stopped at Tim's. We've replenished ourselves. And
Breakfast of Champions.
Tell them what else we're doing, honey, on this trip.
We're getting a bed.
We're getting an actual bed. For all of this time, we've been sleeping on two blow-up mattresses put together.
Yeah.
That made a king, which was really too big. But I'm looking for a Murphy bed. So there's several places I want to go just to see if that might be a better option. It's something that we're interested in doing, and if that works, that might be a smart idea too. Because then during the day we have all this room to frolic about in the cabin. And it's not just a bedroom, but it would be more of a living space.
I don't know if I really like that idea because we have so much stuff stored underneath the bed.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That would be the problem. For sure. So I agree with that. But we also have another idea about storage, don't we? So if we do that and we put like a little loft type storage shelf up above that one window, I think that would work really well. Take care of all the stuff that's currently under our bed in storage and bins.
That's true.
Yeah, and that might that might make all that worth it.
That's true. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I know, there's just so much on the go.
When you're in a 200 square foot, technically 192 square foot, tiny cabin, you need to make the most of every square inch.
Yeah.
So onward and upward.
Onward and upward. So we'll take you along to the auto wreckers in case you're interested. This is something that I don't really know about too much, is the auto wrecker thing. Ryan says that we can find things at the auto wreckers.
Yeah, you can just go onto a truck similar to ours and cut off whatever we need.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you really do that?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I've never known that.
It's better than, it's not responsible to spend $188 for a tiny little pin.
No.
Like I'll seriously show you what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
We're off.
So we're just at the auto wreckers now, and we're gonna go in and see what we can get. That's cute.
That sounds good.
And this is the offending part here.
Yeah. Guess we'll just have to get some of this dielectric grease here.
Oh, okay. So which one's the bad one? Which is the good one?
This is a good one right here.
Okay.
This is the bad one. We'll show you how it looks on the truck.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good.
I'd like you to take a look at our door panels and see maybe if you've got a couple, because our dog ate them. Feel like you're being watched, honey?
Wow. Do I? Yeah.
Kind of looks like
Hey. Yeah, it does look like opal. Might even have our door panels that have had a little bit of trauma because opal barks when someone goes by and actually bites out the door panels, which is just unacceptable, really. But look at this place. This is really, really neat. A whole bunch of old Dodge Rams here. Oh my goodness, and we thought ours was in bad shape. Wow, look at these vehicles.
The whole panel, the whole door panel. There's some little connectors here, and then I believe it hooks on. And then I've got to take this off. And this goes over here and then lift upwards. So it hooks on. And then I've got to take this off. And then this goes over here and then lift upwards. So it
Can you do me a favor? Can you go by the wheels and just listen if you hear the brakes engage?
Yeah. There's a click.
You want to touch these wires together for me?
Which ones?
Take this wire here,
Yeah.
touch it from that like that.
Okay. This is the plug that he ran over. So this is the replacement here to the plug that I just showed you.
Did you show them the smashed up one?
I did. I showed them the smashed up one.
That's the replacement.
And that's the replacement. So he's had to take this whole thing apart and hopefully it'll all plug in and work. That's our hope here.
Yeah. We're hoping. So this says that's a truck connector. And that says right turn signal. That says green.
Let's hope it works.
It's backwards.
It's backwards.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I can fix it.
He can fix anything.
Okay, so if this goes like this,
I don't want to get in there. Pass.
the left turn and right turn mixed up.
I like these.
because it didn't match the
Wiring diagram.
wiring diagram, so I'm just going to flip those around.
I'll show you.
So we've just stopped, and this lovely gentleman who happens to be an electrician has just come by, and he's taking a look at what we're doing too. So
flip it over, you see how it folds
we're
down?
hoping. Ryan's wearing the respirator because the smoke is pretty bad. So
No, I just smoked one.
can I film you?
No.
Okay, so we've just met this guy. He's our new friend.
I like him. The electrician's helping.
Yeah, he's helping out, so it's good. Hopefully, we'll be out of here soon enough.
Nice
So
pants.
this would probably work for the
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's your husband.
That's my husband, yeah.
Hi.
You got it right last night, except for the brakes.
Well, it's because we blew a fuse, that's why the
That's why, the fuse, okay. We'll see if this works. I'm not saying anything. No.
Nada.
Oh. Oh, no. Nothing.
Really?
Nothing, honey.
I don't know. Something got
Okay, that one didn't work.
It's been Franken-wired.
Yeah, so you never know what it is.
Well, that's just it. And then we've had the brakes worked on, and so we don't know if they...
Went the other way now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to just plug this in.
Try it again.
We're going to probably have...
Yeah, hazards.
Yeah, yeah.
good.
No, you got both sides for hazards right now. Okay, nothing.
Good.
Brakes.
Break.
Try that side. Yeah, way to go. Did you try the right?
Turn on your headlights, see if you got running lights.
Oh.
No running lights. So close. Yeah, I'm thinking you have it wired right. You just might not have to.
Okay, we're just about there.
Everything else.
We did it. We got
Up in
it.
the back. Let it go away.
Yay! Super great. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Super, super nice. And there we have it. Like, that worked. We're going. We're leaving. Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah. So that's what happens when you drive over your 7-pin. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be one piece.
We had to stop, and as you know, we've had to dismantle our stove. So we have no stove right now. But we have arrived, and Tom is helping us find the pipes that we need to
Connect our stove up through the cathedral ceiling. Or in our case, technically it's called a cathedral ceiling, but it's our slope ceiling.
Right.
And we're at Dale's Wood Stove. Is that what this is called?
Dale's Wood and Gas Heat.
Dale's Wood and Gas Heat.
Perfect. And the reason why we've had to do that is because we've installed that eyebrow window to the left of the cabin, and we've had to take the pipe out of the side and extend it up through the ceiling.
Yeah, the pipe used to go through the wall exactly where that trapezoid window is.
Right.
And so right now we've got a stove with an opening into the cabin,
Yeah.
which is not very good because all the exhaust would come into the cabin. So we're just going to shoot it straight up.
Right. And that's, we need it now because it actually is getting a bit cooler. So now's the time.
Alrighty, so
All right.
it was roughly 115 inches. You said it was what, 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so 36 plus two 18-inch lengths plus an adjustable length, which goes up to 68 inches, will give you more than enough room.
Okay.
With the wiggle room from the adjustable length, will be good for that.
Wow. We were concerned because we've been to the other alternate bigger box stores and they didn't have anything, did they?
Well, they didn't have any expertise.
No, but they
And-
didn't have the pieces either. So
Yeah, and the one kit that we looked at had instructions for something else in the box. Nightmare. Okay. So then, do I use stainless steel screws or what do I use?
So every piece should come with the screws that it needs to install to the last piece.
yeah, it's like a collar,
Yeah, and then you're set.
It's exactly what it is. It's a storm collar.
Yeah.
storm collar.
Okay, and then so the only thing I need now is from this is double wall, right?
Correct.
Is that 8 inches in diameter?
6.
So a 6-inch inner diameter. So it would be 6 and a bit outer diameter.
Thanks so much for all your help today.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Thank you. It's been wonderful. We're excited to get this done.
I bet. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. This has been a really, really long day today. After you saw us getting the pieces for the stove, we've had to go all over the place. We bought a new bed and we've got insulation. We've got more deck materials, a couple of big garbage cans, and we've got this insulation here for underneath the cabin. So we've got 12 sheets of that because we're gonna double up. And we've got some posts for the deck, which I'm super excited about. I think we've got everything we need just about. I don't know if we're missing anything, but thank goodness for this trailer. That poor bed's getting really weighed down. I hope it's okay. But we'll be off soon. What we're doing right now is we are rushing to the island. We've left the trailer fully packed on the other side, and at some point we are going to have to try and figure out how to get that load to the island. But for now, we're headed back. So here we are. We've just come back from a pretty wild trip. And now we are going to unload the trailer. It's just that we don't have any place to park. So, and we also think the barge may be grounded. Yikes. What happened?
No gas.
Uh-oh. So heavy. Careful. Okay. Eek. Still smoke over there, but did air get into that?
Well, air's okay. Water is not.
Good news, good news. We're not grounded. We're not grounded.
You straighten the engine out.
Okay, just straighten the engine out. Honey, it's the other one's on there.
Good job, honey. Thanks. You want to bring the boat, eh?
Just in case something goes bad.
Bringing the boat with every barge trip is now our standard operating procedure. It just makes sense to have that measure of safety with us at all times. And being able to detach from the mothership is also a bonus. Nice job, honey.
So what just happened is that we went and measured that area in the boat launch bay, and We are hoping that we can maybe take the barge. We were thinking we couldn't take it in because it would be too shallow, and it is quite shallow, but we measured it and it seems as though it might make it. So I'm taking the truck and Ryan is taking the barge and the boat over to the boat launch, and so we're gonna see if we can make it. I'm taking this truck and he's taking the barge, and I feel like I probably need to be there because then I can measure, because we don't want to get that barge stuck. Oh my goodness, if we get that barge stuck in the bay, that would be a total nightmare. Oh my goodness. Now the scary thing about this is that there is a lot of deadfall here everywhere. Like that tree there is ready to come and I've got to go underneath it, and I always get really nervous because I feel like it's gonna just fall on top of me. But there is one that's worse. There is one that is worse. See all these logs here that had to be cut, and oh, there's a big one coming up. Ryan has had to saw his way out of this trail before, and it's quite scary. But I've got to show you the one that makes me the most nervous of all. It's a big cottonwood, and yeah, these guys are so big too. But the big granddaddy's coming up here. Just one second. See all these trees that have just had to be sawn because they have, just laid over top of the road. Wait till you see this one. This is the one that I like the least. And I don't want to go very fast, but then I'm scared not to go fast in case the tree just comes down on me. Okay, here is a tree here that I'm nervous to go underneath. I am nervous about this. Okay, just go. Go, 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 go. Done. Done. I did it. I did it. I'm done. Okay. Off to the boat launch we go. Woo! That was... I made it. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. Woohoo! Now, we have to get there to see if Ryan can make the barge go through that spot. Let's check it out. Oh dear. He looks like he might be stuck up on there. Uh-oh. Yikes. You coming through?
The mouth of this little bay is very shallow.
Looks like he might be okay.
We have actually damaged the prop on it before, so we're quite sensitive to the changing water levels now. At times, the lake level is so low that the barge is unable to make it through at all.
Wow. Okay, he is okay. He's okay. He did it!
It was sketchy.
It was, eh? Okay, he made it. Good job. Do you think the boat made it harder?
No.
No.
I want to push the barge back out from the shore into a little deeper water so that the added weight of the payload doesn't ground the hull to the lake bottom.
Whew. Okay, well, that was, I mean... And then it's a real push to get these ramps down. Good job. He's good at this stuff.
These ramps are like land anchors and do a terrific job of stabilizing the barge against the shore.
There you go. Excellent, honey. Really good. So guess that's what we're going to do for the night. We'll wake up early and come back. Okay. Way to go, honey.
Yeah. Did you see me power slide around the corner?
I wasn't sure what was happening.
Well, we did manage to make it through the narrow area of the bay, but the concern was definitely warranted. We were stuck there in our first season, and we just didn't want that to happen ever again. Thankfully, we made it through, and it all turned out just perfectly. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by clicking the thumbs up icon on YouTube. We invite you to also subscribe and click the bell. You'll be notified when we upload new content. Please invite your friends and family to come along too. Bye for now.